What we're trying to do is to make this corner in Cheltenham look as grand as it used to when it was first built. It was devised in 1833 when the gates were put up, but you can see now what state they're in. They've been subsiding gently over the last century. We think we'll need in the region, with some estimates, of around 150,000. And we are hoping that we will get help from both councils, Gloucestershire County Council, who own the land, Cheltenham Borough Council, who own the gates, and we are also applying to various funding bodies, local ones, and we'll be applying to national ones, Heritage Lottery Fund and so on. And with any luck, we'll get going on this project next year being very relevant because the last work that was done on these gates was when the arch, which is over the middle two pillars, was put up, and that was in Queen Victoria's Diamond Jubilee year in 1897. Next year is, of course, our current Queen's Diamond Jubilee year, so we are hoping very much that we can actually launch this project next year to commemorate that.
We started this whole community project trying to do the whole circuit around this area, up this lane here and around the top and all the way back down to here. And the first bit we did was Gypsy Lane because that was totally unusable. So we did some fundraising for that, which went very well, and we've managed to get that done. So now this is the second part, and we're hoping with the help of Gloucestershire County Council and King Stanley Parish Council and us doing the fundraising, that this will be as successful as the first part was. It's only 200 metres from there to here, that's all it is. It had got extremely badly damaged, especially after the 2007 floods. And it got absolutely soaking wet right the way through. It was difficult for people to walk up it. I mean, horses could get down it, but anybody with a child with a bike wouldn't have had a chance. Because it's a highway, we can't do anything on our own. We have to involve the highways totally. And they've come up with a plan where they would help us get a big society grant towards it, and then we'll put some money towards it. The village itself will fundraise for it, and the parish council will actually employ a local contractor to do the work. First thing we're going to try on our fundraising is sponsor a meter, because we feel that will involve anybody in the village who's going to benefit from it and wants to put something in. But other ideas we've got, if that doesn't raise quite enough, the favourite idea is another safari supper for the village. We've run one before which raised £1,500, where there was a safari supper followed by an auction, which was a really good evening and everybody thoroughly enjoyed it. You get to meet new people.
Here in Stonehouse, we were becoming concerned about the footfall dropping off in High Street. People were just not coming here to shop, and we put that down in part to the traffic that was coming down the High Street. So we organised ourselves to see what we could do about it. And one of the things we did was to go over to the Netherlands and Denmark to have a look at schemes that they had tried there in similar sorts of places. Once we'd got a vision together, we persuaded the town council to back us financially. Some of this High Street working group had got councillors on it, including your county councillor Leslie Williams, the town mayor and so on. And we persuaded the town council to support it to the tune of 150,000. Throughout, we had a member of the county highways on our committee. We had Kate Griffiths, who's now Midgley, on the committee, and more recently we've had Glenn Dooley for quite a while actually. So we knew of these schemes that were coming along. We knew the thinking in county highways. So that was a big help. Now, we would obviously have preferred to have had the whole High Street done in that manner, and that was the original vision. But this was 2008 when we were doing it, and money was starting to become pretty tight. And I think there will be other eyes on this scheme, because it's a pretty radical scheme for the UK. There are other schemes in the UK, but it is unquestionably in this area a radical scheme.